Can't believe I'm even making this video. Destiny 1, Destiny 2, it has been laid to rest. I I never thought I would even say those words. Destiny has been a vital part of my life. I have over 3,000 hours played on Destiny 2. I've close to I think 2,000 on Destiny 1. It was a vital vital part of my life, and it's crazy that I'm sitting up here saying that it is done. They're putting out the finals live service update, I believe, in June 9th, I believe. And it's crazy. It's been a crazy run. This has been a love-hate relationship between between a lot of people. I mean, I feel like that was a vital thing with this game. People hated it, but they always came back. It was like a abusive partner. You know, you hate what Bungie's doing with it, but you just couldn't step away from the game. And I feel like for a lot of people, that relationship ended with Final Shape, at least for me. And I feel like a lot of people in my circle and my community, especially a part of my rating group, we all really stepped away after Final Shape because Bungie really did put themselves in a corner. They really did corner themselves with Final Shape bequeaths, excuse me, because that they were telling a story for over half a decade. They were telling a story that they concluded in Final Shape, and it was just really, really difficult to go from there. And like we could see with Edge of Fate, Renegade, all stuff like that, like they really had nowhere to go from there. At least from what I can see, I did not play any of those DLCs because to me the game died. Not essentially the game died. The game was put to rest and done. It concluded after Final Shape, and the scene that really spoke to me was you complete Final Shape, you do all your stuff, and you're sitting on top of, I believe, I forget what planet it was, but you're looking down on the Traveler, and it goes "Eyes up, Guardian," and it basically gives a speech. And I cried watching that cutscene. I really did cry because a lot of my life was spent in that game, and I still can't believe I'm even sitting here saying these words. But Destiny 2 is coming to an end, and it's really such a shame because Destiny it holds such a special place in a lot of people's hearts, and it's one of those games that you can't recreate. People have tried time and time again because Destiny had what a lot of games didn't have. It had a die-hard community. It had a community that would sit there, complain, and still play this game days on days on days. And the point that really was a turning point for me, and I felt like Destiny really went downhill, and I feel like a lot of people can really speak on this, especially the hardcore players, is when Destiny 2 started getting tailored more towards the casual players that are only hopping on once a week, only hopping on twice a week, versus the hardcore players that are sitting there waiting for weekly reset on Tuesday. I still remember grinding those pinnacles out with my squad, and just I knew that Bungie had to do it because that's how they were making new money. That's how they kept profits coming in. But at the end of the day, your hardcore community, your hardcore players are the one keeping this game alive. And it's the ones that are showing up for your DLCs. It's the one that are pre-ordering for that exclusive exotic that you get for the pre-order bonus. It's the people that are showing up, and it's really, really special that that community was so lovable for Destiny, and Bungie knew it, and which is why I feel like they had the courage, they had the bravery to make that commitment to the casual players because they knew that their diehard community would continue to keep showing up, and they weren't wrong. We did keep on showing up, and there was not one instance where we didn't. And unfortunately, the one instance where we can't is going to be when the game is getting put to rest. The good thing about it, though, it is getting preserved just like Destiny 1. And I believe recently Destiny 1 has had a spark in players, and it has peaked in the first time since Destiny 2 has come out. So as you can see, people still love Destiny, and they are still showing up for it. And it's just such a shame that Bungie is going in a different direction. And of course, with closing a game that one, developers of Destiny didn't even know they were putting the final live service thing out. So this was kept in a tight circle in Bungie. And it's such a shame because I believe they're pivoting more towards Marathon, which I haven't personally played it myself, but I haven't heard a lot of good things about it. I watched a few videos, and it did look and feel a lot like Destiny, as that gunplay is vital to why Destiny is what it is, and you can't recreate the gunplay that Destiny has. That's why it was one of the best games and will go down in a top 10 game, I believe, in gaming history. You can't recreate Destiny. You can't do what it did. It's going up there with the greats. And for me personally, it's going to be on my dude. That's my favorite game of all time. You can't recreate that, and it sucks that Bungie's going in this direction, and of course that comes out with layoffs. So this is not just affecting the player base and the community, but this is also affecting the workers inside Bungie and their families and stuff like that. And it is crazy how one decision that they're making to pivot into another step could result in all this. And it is just the nature of how stuff like that in the business world works. I do think though that we have a good opportunity to start moving forward into Destiny 3 though. If Bungie wants to pursue a Destiny 3, they had to have cut down Destiny 2 and take it off the life support. I feel like if they are going to move into the Destiny 3 route, which I do feel like they have to, because Destiny is your highest profitable franchise. Like, you can't just let it go. Like, if they want to keep the company moving, they have to keep Destiny alive. And I do feel like Destiny 3 is the route to go with this. And they have such a good opportunity to do this because you had to cut Destiny 2 off. Destiny 2 was just taking up too much time, it was taking up too much money, too much effort, and it was just a leech at this point. It was sucking the company dry. And I do feel like if they go in that Destiny 3 route, this is a good opportunity for them to go into it now, because you have Marathon that you could just keep doing on the side, and then you have Destiny 3 that you could do as your main project, but it will be some time before that is done, and I'm not too sure how long that will take, as I believe Destiny 2 is in development for well over a few years. So Destiny 3, if they're going to go back to the basics, which I really do think they should do, I feel like they should scrap everything and just go back to what Destiny is at its core. And that's going to take some time. This isn't something that you can just snap your fingers and it comes to fruition. So you have to definitely do the basics. You have to do what you do best. And you got to go back to the Red War, to what you started in Destiny 1 at. You need the basics to have Destiny become what it is. And I do feel like they can learn from the mistakes they did in Destiny 2, and they can take that into Destiny 3, and they can really perfect the formula and make the best possible Destiny that the community wants, that everybody and critics want, because critics love Destiny. I feel like this isn't talked about enough, but this is a critic love game too. So everybody around the world loves it, from all industries, and it is such a shame if they just finally put it to rest here and they don't really see Destiny 3 through. And I really do feel like they have a good opportunity to see it through, and unfortunately it has to result in the death of Destiny 2. But like I said before, it was just a leech on the company for its time, money, and effort. And I do feel like if they go into Destiny 3 route, this is a good opportunity. But it really does hurt to sit behind this camera and just say the words that Destiny 2 is getting its final live service update, because some of my favorite moments are in Destiny, man. Some of them, all of them are. I still remember when my raid group, it's going to sound so bad, but we used to always do day ones, because for some of you guys aren't familiar with Destiny, there's this thing called raids, which is a 6-man activity that dropped after every expansion, and is basically the pinnacle of the climax of the story. You do the story, and then like the story progresses, and that's the climax is the raid of the plot in that expansion. And they have these things called day one raids, where you your group suits up and you go in when the raid launches, and for the next 24 hours there's this modifier on it where it is the most difficult it will ever be. And I still remember when my squad got our first ever day one raid. I forget the name of the raid. This is so bad because it's such a vivid memory. We were up for, I think, 18 hours straight just raiding. 18 hours straight just raiding, and it was the Nezarec raid. I forget the name of that raid, but we finally got that. That day one emblem is still not taken off on my characters, and it will never be taken off my characters. But yeah, man, it's honestly crazy that Bungie is going in this direction, but I do feel like it is the right one. And I hope, if Destiny 3 is a thing, I wish more people can experience it, and we'll just leave behind the stigma of what Destiny 2 was and how it ended and stuff like that, and they can go into Destiny 3 with an open mind. And I feel like that would be a good opportunity for not only Bungie, but everybody in the community itself, because like I said, Destiny it's a one-of-one game. It can never be replicated or remade. So yeah, that's my take on Destiny. I still can't believe I'm saying this, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe for more, and I really do hope that I'm proven wrong. Or excuse me, proven right, because I'm up here preaching for Destiny 3, but I do hope I'm proven right for Destiny 3, and I cannot wait to see what Bungie cooks up there, because I don't think they're letting Destiny go. They just need to, as crazy as it sounds, keep milking the cow, man. Keep milking it, because there's a lot of great things coming from Destiny, and I don't feel like now is the right time to step away. So yeah, that's what I got to say, guys. I appreciate you stopping by, listening, and I hope you guys can go enjoy Destiny while it lasts, because once June, I believe, 9th hits, that's it. The past, I don't even know, 7 years? No. Has to be a decade of Destiny 2. No, Destiny 1 came out in 2014. Yeah, so we're looking at 7 or 8 years. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, the past 7 or 8 years, man. Go enjoy it while you can, guys, because soon we're not going to be able to. So with that being said, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.